Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and to another video. So as you can tell from the title of today's video, I'm going to be doing another episode in my glow up series. So if you missed last week's episode, I will link it down below for you guys to go and check out. But in these episodes, I'll be uploading on every Sunday at 7 PM. I will be pushing my creative makeup skills to the breaking point. I think by the end of this I want to be able to do really nice creative makeup. Last week was quite simple, just a eye look using colour because I don't do that a lot, and my boyfriend turned around to me and said that's like the same as you always do, you need to try something else. So this week I'm actually going to try and do something a bit more out of my comfort zone. So yeah, if you want to see what I create this week, then just keep on watching. So as you guys might know, the Glow Up series on BBC Three has actually started 2 weeks ago. So if you have missed the first and second episode, I will link down below the link for Glow Up season 2. But I absolutely love this series. It is just showcasing people from around the country that are the same as you and me, just sitting in our rooms, playing with makeup, and it's just showcasing what they do and testing their creativity, and that is exactly what I want to do on this series. So today I'm going to be pushing it out a little bit more and trying some different techniques that I haven't actually done that much before on my channel. I think I've done it once on my channel. So to start off with, I'm going to need a glue stick and an eyebrow comb. I'm going to glue down this eyebrow and go from there and see where we end up. But I'm not the best at doing this. If you saw turning my boyfriend into a drag queen, you would have seen that. Oh my god, this mirror is disgusting. Right, I'm just going to... I'm just going to let that dry for a minute and then I'll do another layer. Just use my finger just to smooth it on, and also then you can feel where you need more glue. It's crazy. I do feel like I've to let that dry again. Can't actually feel that part of my forehead. So while I'm waiting for this to kind of dry so I can kind of move on to the next step, so I'm going to talk about this week's glow up. So this week's glow up, the assignment for this week was to do London Fashion Week, and it was like a Coachella the morning after kind of style that they were going for, so like blown out glitter, crazy eyeshadow. It was awesome, and the person that won that was Brandon, and he did an amazing job on his models. But I just love the way that they sort of all just went in for it. But James, he had 8 minutes to do his model, which was crazy. Some of the other people had like hours. 8 minutes. I don't think I could do what he did in 8 minutes. So the fact that he actually pulled it off was crazy. But yeah, if you guys have not seen it, then I highly recommend watching the series. I'm a bit worried about this because this glue is water soluble, and I'm going to go over it with paint. So we're going to kind of see how that turns out. This is taking forever. Scrape off the glue coming off around the edges without releasing any of my eyebrows. Right, I'm going to get off camera and just sort of tidy this all up, and then I'll be back to start this whole look off. Okay, so I've covered this eyebrow, which I'm hoping is okay. I don't think I'm very good at covering eyebrows, but that is the whole point of this whole sort of journey, is to get better at what we're not very good at. So for today, I thought I would do some puzzle pieces, kind of showing how I'm going from being quite plain to something more colourful. So I'm going to do like more glammy, glowy, funky makeup I'm going to kind of just do it and then see how it goes. But I'm going to draw, I'm just going to draw my outline of my puzzle piece at the minute. I want this piece quite big, to be honest, because I want it to like show a big part of me. It is quite plain but trying to break through, and I want to try and keep it quite sort of, if you look at it straight, it looks like a puzzle piece. See, my dad is very artistically minded, and I try to be. Like, I am quite creative with how I think, but executing things I'm not massively good at, which is why I want to get better. And the cool thing with using eyeliner is you can just wipe it all away and it's just gone. And also you can be like, oh, I don't like the shape of that, and just wipe it. I don't know how this is going to work, but we're gonna... Okay, I'm quite happy with that. So now I want to do one sort of on my cheek here, which is going to make blending contour and like bronzer really difficult, but I will. Yeah, I want that one there, but I've done it really badly. Wipe that off. Make sure it's all dry. I think this is going to look quite cool. It's really difficult to draw on my lip because it's so like bumpy. But I'm going to get to work. Okay, so I've got the outlines of each of them. I'm going to go off camera and just do my foundation and just go around these lines, and then I'll be back to sort of finish off this look and build it all up. Okay, so I'm back. I have put on my foundation around the puzzle pieces on my face. I've done my eyebrow because I felt a bit weird doing it on camera, but I'm now going to do like my skin, so I need to conceal under this eye. It's really weird that I've only got one eye. I have actually been loving the Collection Lasting Perfection concealer. I absolutely love this one. It is in the shade Extra Fair, and I'm just going to put this under my eyes. I keep saying eyes. But that was the most painful thing ever. The reason I've done the drawing before doing the painting is because whenever I do it the other way round, or before I did my foundation, sorry, because if I do it the other way round, the painting usually looks really awful because it kind of takes off the makeup underneath, and then you get the bare skin, and then you have to try and like build it up. Whereas if I do it this way, I feel like I might be able to get it a more even coat. Fingers crossed. So I've just put that on. I've put a little bit on my top lip and also on the end of my nose. And then I'm just going to conceal under this eye and try not to go over this, which, as you can tell, is really difficult. But I'd say it's taken me a good half an hour just to try and put on my foundation without going over these puzzle pieces. And then I'm just going to sort of pat everything out, make sure it all looks blended up over my ears. Because I obviously had to go into all these little crevices and make sure they're all covered. Just so that when I paint, I'm not going to have like patches where I haven't put anything on. So now I'm just going to set this all in place. And I'm going to use my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, which I am severely running out of. But we will use it for today. And now we're just going to set around all those lines. I'm just going to kind of press it over because it's kind of set. It will set the eyeliner as well. Make sure that doesn't move while I do anything else. Obviously we don't want to lose the line, so I will go over that with the eyeliner again. I'm kind of winging this because I haven't actually seen anyone do anything like this. So I'm not too sure how to do it, but that's why we trial and error and why I'm doing this today. Because if I was just to copy everyone else, then I would never have an original idea and then there'd be absolutely no point to this. So now I'm going to bronze up my skin, which obviously I can only do part of. I don't know which part's going to be harder, this side or this side. Because obviously I've got a puzzle piece on this sort of part of my cheek. I feel like this week's going to be a lot more makeup and less of me talking about the show. As I say, go and check it out. It is such a good show. I do highly recommend anyone that is interested in makeup, or even if you're not, my boyfriend loves watching the show. He watches it with me. So we usually watch it on like Friday and then I film this on Saturday, which is really annoying, but that's the only way we can do it because I like doing this series. So now I'm going to go in with my blush, and obviously I can only hit certain parts of my cheeks more than I can hit others. So I'm just going to contour the part of my nose that I can. So I'm going to take my James Charles palette again for this week's look, and I'm going to do a pink look, I think. So I'm just going to go over my eye using this shade right here, and this is going to be my transition shade. And then I'm going to go in with this hot pink shade down here. So now I'm going to go in with this shade right here and go over, sort of gradually getting darker onto my eyelids. So this is using the same techniques as I used last week to create the orange look, but just using different colours to create this pinky purple look. And then back in with the pink just to blend out those edges. I do want this look to look really good. I'm trying my absolute hardest to get that. I forgot to press play. So all I have done is I've gone in with this shade right here on my finger and I've just pressed that onto my eyelid. And then what I've done is gone in with the brush that I used for the purple, taken a little bit of that colour and then just balloon it out a little bit into that crease, just so everything blends together. there aren't any harsh lines. And then we're going to go back in with that first brush and just brush over those edges. Blend, 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 until we've done that. And then I'm going to do my lower lash line. So I'm going to take that first shade that we took, the lightest shade, and just dust that under my eye. Because this is going to be, again, our transition shade. And also we're going to blend that up into that blown out bit there. Then going to take the hot pink shade and take that a bit closer to the lash line, but again blowing it out a bit. I might get Callum to come down and get him to react to what I do at the end of this video, just so you guys can kind of see a real life sort of perspective. And then I'm going to go back in with that shade and just blow it out. So I always like to have my transition colour on one brush and then have like another brush that I can mess up with all the other colours. Then we're going to take the last shade and I'm going to put it on my finger again. And I'm just going to press that along my lower lash line. And also put it on my brush, because apparently putting it on my finger isn't actually getting any colour really on my lower lash line. And that is really quick and easy, blown out, smoky pink eye. And that will look amazing on both eyes. But obviously we're not doing this eye. This eye's technically not there. So now I need to highlight my face. So I'm going to take my palette and just dust that up there. I'm just going to quickly go off camera and just get everything together to do the rest of this look. And then I'm also going to do my mascara while I'm off camera, which is just my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I'll be back to do the puzzle piece. Right, okay, so I'm back and ready to paint these. So I'm going to try and not get this too wet. So I'm using the Snazaroo white paint, and I'm just going to take my paintbrush and I'm just going to outline these again, kind of fill in these sections. This is going to look so mental. I'm not going to really speak through this because I'm literally just painting, filling in what I've drawn in white and making sure that my eyebrow stays covered. Okay, if there's anything else that needs doing, I will do it as we go along. Okay, so I want to look like this is kind of off my face, so I'm actually going to outline it in brown to kind of give it that sort of shadowy effect. Okay, so the way I've done it, I've made it look like the light's coming from this side, so I need to make sure that mirrors on every single one. Also, doing this will neaten up the lines as well. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. actually going to take my bronzer and I'm just going to buff out those edges just so it kind of looks like I'm done. Okay, I'm also going to take my Kat Von D Shading Light palette and take the darkest contour shade and just do the same again. Okay, so this is the finished look. And as I said, as this is Glow Up, a series on my channel and on BBC, obviously, it's going to take time for me to be able to do this absolutely perfectly, but I'm actually really happy with how this looks for a first time attempt. I feel like this is a bit big and like these need to be a bit bigger for it to be more impactful. But for a first time, I feel like this looks really good. My camera is struggling to focus on it to try and get all the colours and everything in, but I do love how this looks. Do comment below what you guys think of this. I am going to get Callum to come and have a look and give his opinion of like how it looks in real life, but I must say I quite like it, and the whole reason I did this was because I am always usually quite plain and simple, which is what the white sort of stands for, and then I'm trying to get more colourful and more creative, which is what all the pink and everything stands for, and that is the whole aim of this sort of series, and I do think it looks pretty good. I'm just going to take a picture. But no, I think for a first time attempt I am very, very happy with that. And my eyebrow cover wasn't too bad today, actually did work.
That was good.
Better?
Yeah, I'd say so.
I could do it better.
Well, no, as long as it looks good on camera though, isn't it? Okay.
No, it's not that. It's like, it's the first or the second episode, isn't it, of my Glow Up series.
Journey, isn't it?
So,
No, that's good.
my eyebrow cover is pretty good.
Hmm.
This is my favourite one.
What do you like that one?
Because, no, I just feel like, because it's so big, these need to be bigger. So like, you see how big these are on here in proportion. I feel like these need to be bigger to kind of make it look a bit better. Do you like it?
It's good.
Is that my eye?
Do you like your eye? You should have done what they did last time, gone up to your face or something.
Yeah, that
That
would
would
look
be
quite
quite funny. Oh yeah, cool. That's good. Oh, you're filming?
I am filming.
What does it look like on camera? Oh, that's not bad. What's the whole puzzle? Explain, what is it? What's behind it?
So, the puzzle is kind of like the boring everyday kind of me, and then like the more creative is like in between and like slotting the puzzle pieces together to create what I want to be.
Okay.
Slowly as everything falls into place, it all works out.
Did you just make that up in your head just now?
No!
Okay, fair play. I'll give you that.
Is it better, more along the lines of where I should be going?
Good now. No other direction. Very good.
I love you. Thank you. Okay, so that is the end of today's video. Do let me know down below what you think of this look. Give this video a big thumbs up if you do like this and you like the series that I'm doing on my channel at the minute. And also comment below who your favourite is in Glow Up. I will also leave a comment below replying to you guys of who I think is my favourite at the minute in the series. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you do enjoy this and you don't want to miss my upcoming episodes, which, as I said, I upload on a Sunday at 7 p.m. so you guys can tune in and check this out. Every week I'll be doing a different sort of look, sort of slowly going towards the more crazy side. But yeah, if you don't want to miss that, follow me on my social media as well. I always let you guys know when I upload, and I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.